Hello, this is Brent Starrs with Unitas Lending out of Stuart, Florida. I want to share our experience with Thrivetime. We called in for a 13-point assessment, went through everything with Clay, and clearly we didn't know what we didn't know as far as marketing and sales. We'd been on radio for years, and so we switched up where the eyeballs were, where people were looking to find our particular service, and it's made the difference in our business, an incredible difference. We're up almost 100% in the last year or so since we started the consulting. And we also went to the conference after the fact, actually, after we started. I brought my wife, and so we immersed ourselves for a couple days. Highly recommend the conference as well, where you can really get on the same page as a couple. So really grateful for all you guys do. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. This is Brent Starts with Unitas Lending from Stuart, Florida. Just give a shout out to Thrivetime Show and Clay Clark. We've been with them for, 3 years now. We've been working with them to help us with our systems, get our arms around our numbers, get some great systems in place as far as marketing, working with our Dream 100, holding us accountable, and so actually hooking us up with a lot of fine vendors as well that saves us a lot of time, and those referrals really helped us out as well. But we've seen tremendous success putting those in place, getting our Google reviews, our video testimonials, all of those things coming together as a full marketing plan has really helped us out. So we can't say thank you enough for Clay Clark, Thrivetime, and Andrew Bloomer, who's worked with us for 3 years now. So wonderful job, guys. Thank you for all you do.
Goals! There have been some super famous goals over the years.
Yeah. But none more famous than the 1999 Women's World Cup winning goal by Brandi Chastain.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah. So good, in fact, that I reenacted it.
You reenacted it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
I took the film crew here. We went out to a soccer field, and we did the whole shebang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to take a look?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll it.
The USA could win the World Cup on this next kick. Chastain will take it.
This one's for you, Brandi.
She missed a penalty kick against China in the Algarve Cup, and they lost that game.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow, you really went for it, didn't you?
I did, and it was so much fun.
Really committed to it.
Yeah.
That image is just seared
Yeah.
on my brain.
You're welcome. My goals! You okay?
No, I'm sorry, it's a little queasy.
You want to watch the video again and make you feel better?
Some shows don't need a celebrity narrator to introduce the show, but this show does. 2 men, 8 kids, co-created by 2 different women, 13 multi-million-dollar businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thrivetime Show.
3, 2, 1, here we go!
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yes, 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 and yes. Thrive Nation, on today's show, we are joined with an incredible guest, Steve Currington. How in the heck are you?
Oh, I'm amazing. How are you, Mr. Clay?
Well, I'm excited because this is, I know this show will come out in probably March-ish, but this is the time of the year where a lot of people are setting goals. You know, this first quarter of the year, people are setting big goals. And you and I have been working together for how long now?
Oh, man, since 2000, so it's 2020.
2020, and we've been working together since
in December of 15. So this
about 5 years.
December will be 5 years.
Okay, yeah. And so we have some really cool stuff to celebrate as we talk about goal setting. So we're going to make this very realistic, very doable. Jason, why do we always cite what we say? Why don't we just, speak in generalities? Why do we have real clients on our real show to talk about their real success?
Because it's proof. Everything that we talk about, everything that we do isn't just this ethereal idea. We want to show that it works, so we give people proof that it works.
Okay, so real-life goal setting with the mega multi-million-dollar mortgage banker, Steve Currington. Steve,
Yeah.
Napoleon Hill once wrote, a goal is a dream with a deadline.
Yeah.
And today we're interviewing you, this successful mortgage banker. Let's talk about how much sales did you do last year? How much sales volume did you do? Because some of our people out there listening don't know, the mortgage industry. But basically, tell me if I'm wrong, you guys get like a 1% commission-ish, 1.5% commission-ish on the loans. Am I correct?
Right. Yep.
So if I do a $100,000 loan, you're making $1,500.
Yep.
And if I'm doing a $300,000 loan, you're making $4,500.
Right.
So talk to me. How much revenue did you do in mortgages this year?
We did right at $20 million in loan volume.
$20 million?
Just out of the Tulsa branch.
So for people out there that aren't really good with the whole math game, that's fine. We're going to do some math here for you. So this would be approximately, about $300,000 of income we could speculate that you were able to pay taxes on.
Right.
And so this year we've got some big goals.
Right. Yep.
Talk to me about this year. We were just talking that this year you want to go for what's the total this year? What's the big goal?
We're going to go for 50. I think we'll eclipse that, but we've
$50
got
million.
Yeah, we've got some. So for about, and you know this, Clay, because we've been working together, but for the first, from 16 until pretty much the beginning of 19, much of my time was spent in we built 14 websites for TLC. We completely rebranded the entire company.
Laid the foundation.
We put everything in place from website forms to building the call center to you name it, we did. And then in beginning of 19, I just kind of refocused my efforts on back to what I'm really good at, which is originating loans. And just in 19, from 18 to 19, we increased by 66% in loan volume that we did in Tulsa, just in our Tulsa branch. So, but some of that work that we did was through, doing our Dream 100 and building relationships and taking some time to really target some top producing teams or people that are selling a lot of real estate.
So let's talk about this for a second. Napoleon Hill, who is the guy behind Think and Grow Rich, he talks about how you have to emotionalize the goals. He says positive and negative emotions cannot occupy the mind at the same time. So, Jason, let's talk about that. You've had some great clients you've worked with this year who have a little doubt they show up with.
Yeah.
A little bit of doubt. Little bit of doubt. Why can't they bring a little bit of doubt and a little bit of faith to the same conversation?
Because they're contradictory ideas. Like if you say you have faith in the system but you doubt it, you don't have faith in the system.
So if you have faith in the system but you doubt it, you don't have faith in the system. So Currington over here, this is why people ask me all the time, why do you guys only take on 160 clients? Steve, can you speak to this, why I only take on 160 clients? Because you're a client, but I'm sure you've figured it out at this point.
Well, yeah, I think one is that becomes exclusive, that there's people that want to hire you that either because you don't want to hire them or for other reasons, you limit how many clients you'll take on, because if you just had an unlimited amount of depth to be able to take on anybody and everybody, it would essentially could create less value for you and your team.
But you've got to emotionalize your goals. Let's talk about this, okay? So Napoleon Hill wrote, all thoughts which have been emotionalized and mixed with faith, a.k.a. expectancy, begin immediately to translate themselves into their physical equivalent. So when we talked about your business 5 years ago, it was a startup. Am I correct?
Correct.
And you just did $20 million of revenue this year?
Yeah.
We
did $20 million of loan volume. Just in Tulsa. But, I mean, as a company, we grew from 18 to 19, we grew by 149%.
Wow. So
across TLC.
What did you do as a company?
I don't have the exact number because I don't really care anymore what everybody else does.
How much is it? Like what's the total? We're supposed to be pessimistic.
Let's say when I started, we did as a company, we did about $60 million in volume. In 15, the year that right when I stopped. In 16, I think we increased that to about 90 million. And so it's gone up incrementally since then, but just from 18 to 19, we probably went from I think we went from about 100 million to about 250 million. So
again, I want to make sure we're getting this. If you're out there scoring at home, okay, folks, from an initial phone conversation, this is a startup thing, to $250 million of revenue. Right here, just in Tulsa, you did $20 million. And right now we're talking about goal setting. These are huge numbers, but let's talk about how we're going to set those goals. Clint Howard, good to see you. So this is what we're going to do. We need to set SMART goals. We all heard this before. We've been to the motivational seminars. We've all heard this. So you got to set SMART goals. S stands for specific.
Yep.
Specific. M stands for measurable. Measurable. All right, specific. Steve, why do we have to say right now we're going to do $50 million of revenue in 2020? We're recording this show on the first of the year.
Right.
A lot of people are taking the day off. We don't know what that is up here. We turn our goals into reality. We do not lament about politics and religion while enjoying an exclusive thing called poverty-causing holidays. We keep it going. But specific, why do we have to be specific about the number?
Because otherwise it's not specific, so you don't know what you're aiming at. If you said, I want to increase what I did.
And then measurable. Why does it have to be measurable? S-M-A-R-T. Measurable. Why do your goals have to be measurable? Why do we have to actually track?
Because then you can break it down so that you know what you need to do over time. So if I know I need to do 50 million, then that tells me what my monthly goal needs to be. That tells me what my weekly goal needs to be. That tells me what my daily goal might need to be. And you can track it, and we do, all the way down to the number of phone calls that you make.
So you're saying that actually tracking is a good thing? You don't dodge the whole tracking game?
No.
Why?
Because one, Clay Clark will kick my ass. Two, I know that if I don't track it, then you just kind of have this feeling about how you got to where you're at.
Which takes us back to why we only have 160 clients.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to sit there and try to motivate your ass.
Correct.
Like, if you're not going to do the stuff, get off the field. I don't need you. I don't want you. My goal is to help people that are sufficiently motivated.
I don't like you. Your mama don't like you.
To
Nobody likes you.
If you're coming to my conference to get motivated, that's a different show. That's called Tony Robbins. That's called Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm all about real results. I don't care about how you feel. I want you to leave my conference pissed and rich.
Yeah.
I want you to leave going, I hate that guy, but I'm making a lot of money.
You don't need motivation. You need discipline. That's what most people think. I need to get motivated. No, you don't. You need
get
to
motivated.
Get disciplined is what you need to do.
Motivation's a feeling, right? We got to renew that feeling every morning. That's between you and T.D. Jakes, or you and God, or you and Tony Robbins, or you and Grant Cardone. These are all great people. I'm not that guy. I just teach the specific system. So 1, S, it has to be specific. M, measurable. 3, actionable. It has to be something you can actually apply, which we teach on each and every show, actionable. 4, it's got to be realistic. It's got to be something that can actually happen.
We're going to go from 20 million to 200 billion.
200 billion.
Wow.
We're going to go from
that's impressive.
200 billion.
That's not realistic.
We've got a lot of people, though, that want to sort of,
even if you are me,
set unrealistic goals. And it's kind of a dysfunctional leadership thing is what I would call it. It's where you get in the room with your team and you say, guys, this is going to be the year of massive success.
We're going to fail successfully.
And I recorded a little audio parody for the listeners here. I'm going to cue this up so everyone can hear this. This is what bad leadership sounds like. This is what bad leadership.
Do you have audio of me? Is that
audio of you?
Is that what you're about to play?
No, this is not of you. Let me cue it up. I think this works here. Let me try. Coming in hot.
All right. Guys, I've been to the mountaintop, and I got something to say, all right? I'm unveiling the new long-term profit goal. Are you guys ready for this? Drum roll, please. This is going to blow your mind, okay? This is what we're going to do. This is good.
$30 million? There's only 2 of us.
We made $63,000 in gross sales last year. That's everything.
Okay, look. I'm a visionary. Okay, what you're witnessing right here, this is leadership. I'm looking at where we're going to be 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. Did Henry Fonda, when he invented the Model T, were they sitting around going, how are we going to build this car? No. Okay, they got their hands dirty, they grabbed the bull by the horns, and then they killed it.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Step 1, okay? We're going to maximize efficiency. Number 2, write this down.
Step 1 and number 2.
Number 2. Step 3. Emulsification.
Emulsification.
Listen, you guys follow those steps, we're going to hit our goal by the winter of 2032. Okay, what an incredible Christmas that'll be. All right, so you guys know what you're doing?
No.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to hit the links. Ooh, Daddy likes.
Oh my God.
I've had a lot of time on my hands.
What is emulsification?
It's actually evenly disperse a substance through a given surface area.
Oh, wow.
It has to do with hair.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, so you've got to set specific, measurable, actionable, and realistic goals, and they have to be time sensitive. So, Jason, we have a Napoleon Hill quote, kind of a long form quote, but I'd like for you to read this to us with great alacrity, my friend. Go for it.
A Carnegie or a Rockefeller or a James J. Hill or a Marshall Field accumulates a fortune through the application of the same principles available to all of us, but we envy them and their wealth without ever thinking of studying their philosophy and applying it ourselves. We look at a successful business in the hour of their triumph and wonder how they did it. But we overlook the importance of analyzing their methods, and we forget the price they had to pay in the careful and well-organized preparation that had to be made before they could reap the fruits of their efforts.
So we're saying that most people out there look at somebody who's successful, and then they want to be successful, but they don't want to take the time to break down how they did it. Steve, can we give away all of our secrets real quick here? Because you and I, we know that even if you live in the Tulsa area, one, I'm not going to coach you because we're already working with you.
Yep. Sorry, sucker.
And how many people in Tulsa have tried to reach out?
Every one of them.
All of them have reached out to try to get us to work with them. We're not going to.
You know what's great, too? Is every time they do, Clay calls me. Hey, I just want you to know. There's a guy that was in here yesterday. You probably didn't see him, but in case you hear, I didn't know that he wanted to hire me to help him with his mortgage company.
This most recent one, we had somebody who showed up and he said that he was in the real estate industry and wanted some coaching on how to close more deals. And he implied that he was a realtor. Thus, when we met, I said, "Are you a mortgage guy?" He goes, "Absolutely. I just wanted to get that meeting." And I was like, whatever. But the reason why I only work with one per industry, per city, 160 clients. It works. But let's go ahead and teach everybody out there the system.
Yeah, because you can't execute it anyway. So go ahead. I'll give you the whole outline. Hey, come by my office at 101st. I'll print it out and highlight it for you.
Funny Steve Carrington story. You did this, a true story. A few years back, you said, "Clay, I would like for you to go ahead and work with my direct competitor because I just want to see the futility of their efforts."
Right.
You actually said that.
Okay,
he said that. I want them to be a client of yours. And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think they're in the business anymore. They literally got out of the mortgage
But anyway,
business.
all I'm saying is that if you're out there listening, though, and you are a diligent doer, you can go to thrivetimeshow.com and apply to become a client. And through the application process, we will do a 13-point assessment. I will personally, Jason, why do I personally do the assessments?
Well, one, you want to vet and make sure that it's somebody who's a diligent doer. You have a very good way of vetting people.
Like Christina in Boston, your client.
Mm-hmm.
Super great lady.
Awesome
like
lady.
Kevin with MultiClean in Tulsa, great guy.
Grinder.
I mean, you have so many great clients. So what we're going to do now is we're going to teach everybody the system to grow a mortgage. By the way, there are hundreds of action items we're taking. Steve, there's hundreds of things we did, but I just want to walk you through how we're going to this year how we're going to get to that big goal of $50 million.
Right.
One, we created Dream 100.
Yep.
Jason, what's a Dream 100?
Dream 100 is a list of people that will completely change your life by reaching out and doing business with them.
Okay, so one, you create a Dream 100 list of people that you want to do business. Now, Steve, if you on your Dream 100 list, why do you want to put people that you're not currently working with but you want to work with?
Because that would increase the amount of business that you're getting because you would then be getting business from someone that you're not currently getting business
So
from.
I think 5 years ago you said, Clay, I want to work with the largest home builder in Oklahoma.
Yep.
And I believe that you diligently, faithfully, comedically, persistently, aggressively, perhaps annoyingly, passionately reached out to them every week. Every week, every year, every week, every year, every week, every year, every day, every week for the year, every week for the month, every week for 5 years.
Yep.
And now Shaw Homes has been referring you deals.
Right.
And now you this year will probably bring, this year it's realistic to say Shaw Homes based on the current sales and what's in the pipeline. And we're probably Shaw Homes, who when I first started working with them, per your referral, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's how deep I got on the Dream 100.
And Steve referred them to me. We've grown them from $37 million, and we just passed, I think, $80 million for 2019.
Yep.
And we're on board, though. We're on track to hit $100 million in sales in the year 2020.
Yep.
And you're going to get about 60% of those referrals based upon, because they refer you, but you can't require a buyer to use you.
Yeah, but they incentivize them, and it makes it easy. But they have 4 preferred lenders.
But some people, are going, I already know a guy, I already have a mortgage relationship, my cousin's a banker, whatever. But if we conservatively say 60% of those referrals go to you, and they sell conservatively $85 million of houses.
Yep.
And then you factor into that another $10 million of production just off of word of mouth.
Yep.
And
Past
Google.
clients, Google, yeah.
You're definitely, we have a very good friend of ours who just recently, no brainer, reached out to you to get a mortgage for a mega house. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Because you're the best.
Yep.
Now, how do we, Steve, why do you believe that our mutual friend reached out to you and decided to use you versus the other people? Because again, 5 years, there's a lot of other mortgage people that have been in and just kind of surviving for the last 5 years. Why would he, who could use anybody in town, why would he go to you?
I think it's because I've built a relationship with him. I've done a couple deals for people in his family and have just gotten to know him. And I stay in touch with him, and I care about making sure that I have a relationship. And, 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't know that this person was going to call me in 3 or 4 years to buy a massive house, which will probably be the largest individual loan that I do in 2020.
Sweet.
But you just don't know, but you just stay in, you just work relationships and stay in touch with them. And what I found too is within Thrive, there's a lot of other business owners that think and act like I do and like you do, and they believe in the system that you teach. And so you have a lot of common ground with people like that. So when you meet people that are within the Thrive group, they think and act like you, and then they want to work with people that think like them and that work like them.
So Proverbs 29:18 reads this. Proverbs 29:18 reads, Proverbs, by the way, a book in favor of action. Proverbs in favor of action. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Now, I've been working on my own. It's not a Bible. That'd be sacrilegious. I can't add to the Bible. But this is Clay 29:18. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I just call it El-Bib.
El-Bib. This
El-Bib.
If you don't want deep
It's just a
spiritual
backwards
truths
Bible.
and you want a book strictly on making money, I eventually should do that.
This is the Clay El-Bib. What's the Clay El-Bib? Don't worry about it.
So
only the smart people figure out that it's just Bible backwards.
It's it's second Clay 29:18. You might say, well, what's second Clay 29:17? Doesn't matter.
Yes, Clay.
All right, here it is.
Glory.
All right. So I tell you what, this is from the book of Bob. Actually, this is from the second book of Bob 29:18. Okay, but here's the second Clay 29:18 reads, without a visum, your digital marketing presence will perish. So step one, homies out there, make that Dream 100 list and diligently follow up until they cry, buy, or die. All right?
Yep.
Step two, though, you got to get video reviews every week. Jason, why?
Because you need actual proof of actual customers speaking about how amazing you are.
Second, you got to get optimized images. So VI. V as in video reviews. I as in images optimized every week. Why do you want to get that on your map and your website?
Because that's extra content. I mean, if you look at what the Colas are doing, they take up, 8 of the 12 available spaces on page 1 of Google with having videos and
If
images.
you search for Joplin gyms, those guys are dominating. And
Hey,
then-
Charles, if you're out there listening, I mean, how come you don't have 10 out of 12? Maybe you're just not as good as you thought.
And then the S is more search engine content. Steve, why do we have to add new content? Why do we have to add at least 24 articles a month to your website?
Because it's new, fresh content about the subjects that we're experts at.
And then M, Jason, why do we have to get more reviews?
Because if you stop, or even if you get none, your competitor will surpass you.
So here we go. You got the V, you got the I, you got the S, you got the M. You've got to gather. You've got to do it. VISM. Video reviews, images optimized, search engine content, more reviews. Glory. That's how you grow a business. That's how you set goals. That's how you get in control of your life. You want to be an intender, a pretender? You want to be somebody who just runs around with your head in the TED Talks blender? Don't come to our conference.
Yeah,
but if you're somebody out there that wants to implement and diligently apply something, if you're somebody who says, you know what, I'll try it for a month or two and I'll see, get out of here. But if you're somebody who wants to stick around for 5 freaking years of domination, you got to join the team. Yep. And then once you start having success, I a lot of times feature our clients on the show. And one thing I like to do is I like to allow our clients to kind of share with our 500,000 listeners something cool they're working on, try to create some more exposure for our listeners out there, for our clients to share and direct traffic towards what they're doing. And what's your website for your Tulsa-based branch of Total Lending Concepts?
It is stevecurrington.com.
stevecurrington.com.
Just my name.com. But here's the cool thing. If you just search Tulsa Mortgage or Tulsa Mortgages or pretty much about anything, because of our 5 years that we work with Clay and Thrive, we're top for everything. So I don't even tell people anymore, like I won't even tell them our company name. I'll just be like, look, just go to Google and put in Tulsa Mortgage.
Ooh.
Because we're at the top. We have literally 5 times as many reviews as anyone else that's even close to us. And we're actually up at the top of the organic results for about every. So I just got my SEO report last night. I guess you guys were working yesterday or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's
weird. Working on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. That's
crazy.
But I got my report, and we're literally like at this point trying to be top for like the most random searches that are done like 12 times a month because we just are dominating everything. We have 610 reviews now on our.
610 reviews.
Just on the Tulsa location.
Now, tip number three. Tip number 3, okay, let's think about this for a second. So step 1 was make a Dream 100 list and follow up every week until you get those referrals.
True.
Step 2 was the VISM, the video reviews, the optimized images, the search engine content, the more reviews on Google. Now, the final step is you want to over-deliver until you get overpaid. Napoleon Hill says when you over-deliver, eventually you will be overpaid.
It's on the bathroom door. I love it. It's my favorite.
So what you have to do, though, because remember, Steve, do you remember your dad?
Yeah, I remember.
What's your dad's name?
Dennis.
How did your dad first meet me? Do you remember him telling you the story, or did I tell you the story?
Yeah, I think he met you at the Tulsa Chamber of Commerce when you won the the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award from the Tulsa Chamber.
Yeah, your dad was at the chamber. What was his role at the Chamber of Commerce?
He was the Small Business Development Director from 2000 to 2008.
And so I had to get his stamp of approval before receiving that award from the SBA. You know, because I started off as the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award when I was 20 years old. Yeah. And here I am, 27 now, meeting your dad again. He looks just like Sean Connery, by the way. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So what you got to do?
Call him Sean.
Wow. So
what I want you to do right now is I want to read this quote to you, and then Jason, I would like for you to explain what this quote means to you. Okay.
Got it.
So Napoleon Hill, the best-selling self-help author of all time, reads, let me read this verse to you, or let me read this quote to you. He says, you can start right now where you stand and apply the habit of going the extra mile by rendering more service and better service than you are now being paid for. So again, you can start right now where you stand and apply the habit of going the extra mile by rendering more service and better service than you are now being paid for. Remember, I met your dad a long time before I met you, and if I had effed that up, and I say F, I mean it's like fooled around.
Messed that up.
If I had messed that up, then your dad would have probably said, avoid that guy, and we would probably not be sitting here talking.
He still said that.
Jason, what does it mean? What does it mean what does the habit of rendering more service mean to you? What does that mean to you?
Well, going back to over-delivering is you can do just the base of what your business is expected to do. Like if you're a landscaper, people can pay you $80 for you to mow their lawn. But if you're the guy who also shows up and does edge work and then branches and leaf removal all for the same price, and you're not even asking for anything different, you're just solving a problem for somebody, eventually you're going to get more leads from that because you over-deliver. You're going to be able to offer more services. People are going to offer to pay you more.
How do you, Steve, over-deliver at Total Lending Concepts? I mean, because there's a lot of banks that have banker's hours, where you call to apply for a loan, and if it's Christmas Eve
3
or
o'clock in the afternoon,
the day after Christmas, or if it's New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
Or Saturday.
You get a voicemail.
Yep.
Talk to me about how you are different than a typical banker.
Well, I love what I do, so I work constantly. I work 24/7. I work literally every day. I have not taken a day off I've traveled like in the last few months, but I didn't take a day off when I traveled. I still worked like remotely like I do a lot of times. But yeah, we don't work banker's hours. That's the biggest thing
there it is.
for us. We just don't work banker's hours.
You don't work banker's hours.
Most people are, when you've done the Shaw Homes group interview, right? Yep. So what do you tell people is like, if you're going to sell a house and you work for Shaw and you don't want to work nights or weekends, then you're going to fail because most people work during the week. And the time that they're deciding to buy a house is in the evenings or on the weekends.
Yep. Right.
Well, it's the same time that people are like, when they're trying to buy houses, they're doing what? They're getting referred to a lender to get pre-approved so they can see what they can buy. And there's many lenders that just aren't available. So like I got one out of the Oklahoma City group. She texts their preferred lender at the time in that area on Saturday at like 3 p.m. And then he didn't respond. So she messaged me. I got right back to her. She told me Monday that she got a text back from him on Sunday night at 7 p.m. that said, hey, get a hold of me Monday and I'll help you. And so because of that, I got a $350,000 purchase that someone's
So you just made, $4,000.
Yeah, because I answered the phone because I was available whenever the client is ready to do it. Because some guys just think, well, here's my hours and I work 8 to 5 and come into my branch and then you can get your mortgage. But that's how we're different.
So what I want to make sure we're getting out of this, folks, is we're trying to teach you specific goal setting moves. But then once you've set the goal, you've got to activate. We've got to get beyond this idea of having yet another meeting about another meeting about a meeting about the strategy. We've got to start to take some action.
Yep.
And Steve, you had a vision about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, to start a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Called what?
Lambros.
Lambros, Lambros. Is that right?
Yeah, it's my bros that drive Lambos.
And I'm not saying that I'm going to go out this. I'm going to say I do not endorse the channel. I'm going to come out there and say I don't endorse it. Let me tell you why you're going to love it or not love it. Steve drives around a Lamborghini very, very fast, like at a speed that could kill a man. What's the fastest you've driven in that Lamborghini?
Today?
Ever.
Well, it says it'll go 201. So I had to test that. So
you've driven 201 miles an hour in your Lamborghini.
Well, 203, but who's counting? Today, though, I only got it up to 185. But that was just right before 9 a.m. So
let's make sure we get this. You set a goal. You said, I want to buy a Lamborghini, and you've done it.
Yep.
But you also like to drive 200 miles an hour, and you have a YouTube channel essentially about that.
Yeah.
And I remember one time in our meeting, I said, hey, I just want you to know, you might die as a result of this. And you told me, do you remember what you told me?
No, I probably said, good, I'll be dying doing what I love.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So I don't endorse the channel. I'm just saying,
like
if you want to check it out.
Someone crashes in their Lambo and dies, and everybody's like, oh, my God, that's so tragic and sad. And I'm like, I bet I had a freaking smile on my face, like right when I hit the wall or whatever.
You're like 206.
Got a ton of insurance. But today I was running next to this Dodge Viper. He has a V10. I have a V10. And I was like, bring it, buddy. But he had to shut it down at 180.
Okay, so if you're out there today and you're interested in vicariously driving fast through Steve Currington, check out the Lambros YouTube channel. And guys, we like to end each and every show with a boom, but these mics are super hot on this 1st of January 2020 when we are recording the show. So we'll just kind of back that thing up like Juvenile when bringing it home here. Okay, ready to go. You like that back that thing up reference?
That was a great reference.
You're a big, fine woman. Won't you back that thing up?
Why don't we do this? I think we can do it this way.
Who is you playing with?
I think we can do this. I think we can do it. I think we can do back that thing up.
The edited version.
So let's do that. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna.
Oh, this guy's a juvenile.
So we do this. Here we go.
I see what you did there.
And then we'll end with a 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
Are you
You
ready?
gotta crank that up, Clay. Come on now.
Well, it's already coming in so hot. I don't get it. It's like super loud. It's weird. Here we go.
Feel the music.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
Clay, my honor to be on your show. And thank you for all you do. I hear the ripple effects from you are good ripple effects. You know what I mean? People rave about what they learned from you. So congratulations.
In a Fox 23 television exclusive, a local company is taking small businesses to new leaps and bounds by linking them up with world-class education from millionaires, moguls, and everyday success stories. Fox 23 Sharon Phillips is live downtown on why it could have a big impact on our local economy.
It's already changing the face of small business right here in Tulsa.
We have to determine that we're going to live before we die.
One quick glance at this wall, and it's clear that CEO Clay Clark knows what he's talking about. Right now, he is one of America's most sought-after business and entrepreneurship coaches. He's working to teach entrepreneurs specifically what they need to start and grow a business.
Marketing, sales, PR. But that Clay Clark, man, he is one character.
It's a good word for him, character. Yeah, that is it.
Good, driven, smart. And I've never met a guy who was so hyper all the time. He's doing so much good. And then I met his mother, and she just says, she just lets him be Clay Clark. I mean, so he's endorsed by his mother. And he's doing magnificent work. So it was great meeting you out there and all the people that he surrounds himself with. Clay Clark starts his days at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah, he's a machine. He's a machine.
Yeah. But I have problems with my company starting at 9 o'clock. Yes, hundreds of people showing up at 5 a.m. in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Man, he's a leader of a leader. He's a fantastic young man.
Oh, he is.
Clay Clark is here somewhere. Where's my buddy Clay? Clay's the greatest. I met his goats today. I met his dogs. I met his chickens. I saw his compound. He's like the greatest guy.
I ran from his goats, his chickens, his dogs.
So this guy's like the greatest marketer you've ever seen, right? His entire life, Clay Clark, his entire life is marketing.
4,000% from February to February. Now I can better that. Okay, Clay, I don't think you know this. I don't think you know this. I'm pinching myself, and if I cry, forgive me. In the last 2.5 days, we have bettered our entire month of February in the last 2.5 days. So, and the phone's blowing up. Everything's just blowing up. You're right. It is like a rocket ship. So we're pinching ourselves, actually.
I learned at the Academy, Kings Point in New York. Acta non verba. Watch what a person does, not what they say.
Okay, Aaron Antis, guess who's joining us for the December 4th and 5th, 2025 Thrivetime Show Business Growth Workshop?
Whoa. Ooh, Santa Claus?
No, we will not be joined by Santa Claus, but we will be joined by Eric Trump, the son of the 45th and now 47th President of these United States. And yes, Amanda Grace will be in the place. And yes, Dr. Stella Manuel will be there, so you know it will go well. Yes, we have Mel K in the house. Pastor Phil and Tammy Hotzenpiller will be hosting this event at their beautiful church right there in sunny Anaheim, California. Yes, folks, make this a December to remember.
You surprised?
Make this a December to remember and join us at the 2-day interactive business growth workshops. For over 20 years, folks, I've been hosting business growth workshops where we're going to teach you marketing, sales systems, human resources, accounting, social media marketing, branding, sales training, search engine optimization, accounting, workflow development, financial management, all this and more. How do you get tickets? Go to thrivetimeshow.com. Again, how do you get tickets? Go to thrivetimeshow.com and request tickets today. And now Eric Trump, people don't know this, but the Trump organization has thousands of employees. There's not 50 employees. The Trump organization, again, most people don't know this, but the Trump organization has thousands of employees. And while Donald J. Trump was the 45th president of these United States, and this just in from our home office, President Donald J. Trump is now the 47th president of these United States as well.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
He needed someone to run the companies for him. And so the man that runs the Trump organization for Donald J. Trump, as he was the 45th president of the United States and now the 47th president of the United States, is Eric Trump. And so Eric Trump is here to talk about time management, promoting from within, marketing, branding, quality control, sales systems, workflow design, workflow mapping, how to build. I mean, everything that you see, the Trump hotels, the Trump golf courses, all their products, the man who manages billions of dollars of real estate and thousands of employees is here to teach us how to do it.
You are talking about one of the greatest brands on the planet from a business standpoint. Right. I mean, who else has been able to create a brand like the Trump brand? I mean, look at it. And this is the man behind the business for the last, pretty much since 2015. He's been the man behind it. So you're talking, we're into 9 going into 10 years of him running it, and we get to tap into that knowledge. That's going to be amazing.
Now, think about this for a second.
Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
German? Forget it, he's rolling.
And it ain't over now.
Whoa. The lineup continues to grow, and this is how we do our tickets here at the Thrivetime Show. If you want to get a VIP ticket, you can absolutely do it. It's $500 for a VIP ticket. We've always done it that way. Now, if you want to take a general admission ticket, it's $250 or whatever price you want to pay. And the reason why I do that, and the reason why we do that is because we want to make our events affordable for everybody. I grew up without money. I totally understand what it's like to be in a tight spot. So if you want to attend, it's $250 or whatever price you want to pay. That's how I do it. And it's $500 for a VIP ticket. Now, we only have limited seating here with... Whoa.
There's a lot of togetherness and closeness, camaraderie.
So again, if you want to get tickets for this event, all you have to do is go to thrivetimeshow.com. Go to thrivetimeshow.com. When you go to thrivetimeshow.com, you'll go there, you'll request a ticket, boom. Or if you want to text me, if you want a little bit faster service, you say, I want you to call me right now. Just text my number. It's my cell phone number, my personal cell phone number. We'll keep that private between you, me, everybody. We'll keep that private. And anybody. Don't share that with anybody except for everybody. That's my private cell phone number. It's 918-851-0102. 918-851-0102. I know we have a lot of Spanish-speaking people that attend these conferences. And to be bilingually sensitive, my cell phone number is 918-851-0102.
That is not actually bilingual. That's just saying Juan for a one. It's not the same thing.
I think you're attacking me. Now, let's talk about this. Now, what kind of stuff will you learn at the Thrive Time Show workshop? So, Aaron, you've been to many of these over the past 7-8 years. So let's talk about it. I'll tee up the thing, and then you tell me what you're going to learn here, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
You're going to learn marketing and branding. What are we going to learn about marketing and branding?
Oh, yeah. We're going to dive into, so many people say, I got to get my brand known out there, like the Trump brand, right? You want to get that brand out there. It's like, how do I actually make people know what my business is and make it a household name? You're going to learn some intricacies of how you can do that.
You're going to learn sales. So many people struggle to sell something. This just in, your business will go to hell if you can't sell. So we're going to teach you sales. We're going to teach you search engine optimization, how to come up top in the search engine results. We're going to teach you how to manage people. Aaron, you have managed, no exaggeration, hundreds of people throughout your career and thousands of contractors. And most people struggle with managing people. Why does everybody have to learn how to manage people?
Well, because first of all, you either have great people or you have people who suck. And so it can be a challenge. Learning how to work with a large group of people and get everybody pulling in the same direction can be a challenge. But if you have the right systems, you have the right processes, and you're really good at selecting great ones, and we have a process we teach about how to find great people. When you start with the people who have a great attitude, they're teachable, they're driven, all of those things, then, you can get those people all pulling in the same direction.
So we're going to teach you branding, marketing, sales, search engine optimization. We're going to teach you accounting. We're going to teach you personal finance, how to manage your finance. We're going to teach you time management. How do you manage your time? How do you get more done during a typical day? How do you build an organization if you're not organized? How do you do organization? How do you build an org chart? Everything that you need to know to start and grow a business will be taught during this 2-day interactive business workshop. Now, let me tell you how the format is set up here. And again, folks, this is a 2-day interactive 15. Think about this, folks. It's 2 days. Each day it starts at 7 a.m. and it goes until 5 p.m. So from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., 2 days. It's a 2-day interactive workshop. The way we do it is we do a 30-minute teaching session, and then we break for 15 minutes for a question and answer session. So, Aaron, what kind of great stuff happens during that 15-minute question and answer session after every teaching session?
I actually think it's the best part about the workshops, because here's what happens. I've been to lots of these things over the years. I've paid many thousands of dollars to go to them. And you go in there and they talk in vague generalities, and they're constantly upselling you for something, trying to get you to buy this thing or that thing or this program or this membership. And you leave not getting your very specific questions answered about your business or your employees or what you're doing on your marketing. And what's awesome about this is we literally answer every single question that any person asks, and it's very specific to what your business is.
And what we do is we allow you as the attendee to write your questions on the whiteboard. And then we literally, as you mentioned, we answer every single question on the whiteboard. And then we take a 15-minute break to stretch. And this is also your opportunity to meet some of the great speakers like Pastor Dave Scarlett. You can meet Mel Kay. You could meet Amanda Grace. You could meet Dr. Stella Emanuel. You could just grab a coffee. You could find some alone time. You could get lost in the bathroom. You could try to go and get a photo with one of the speakers. You could try to photobomb a photo where someone else is getting a photo with the speakers. You could go attempt to find your phone, wallet, and your keys.
My phone, wallet, keys, phone, wallet, keys.
Whoa. Now that's
This is a good idea.
Well, it's going to be great. And then you're in the company of hundreds of entrepreneurs. So there's not a lot of people in America today. In fact, there's less than 10 million people today, according to U.S. Debt Clock, that identify as being self-employed. So if you have a country with 350 million people, that means you have less than 3% of our population that's even self-employed. Yeah. So you only have 3 out of every 100 people in America that are self-employed to begin with. And when Inc. magazine reports that 96% of businesses fail by default, you have a 1 out of 1,000 chance of succeeding in the game of business.
It's tough.
But yet the average client that you and I work with, we can typically double this. This is no hyperbole, no exaggeration. And I have thousands of testimonials to back this up. We have thousands of testimonials to back it up. But when you work with a home builder, when I work with a business owner, we can typically double the size of the company within 24 months.
Yeah.
Double. And you say double? Yeah, there's businesses that we have tripled. There's businesses we've grown 8x. There's so many examples you can see at thrivetimeshow.com. But again, this is the most interactive, best business workshop on the planet. This is objectively the highest rated and most reviewed business workshop on the planet. Whoa. Add to that, Eric Trump, the man that runs the Trump organization. You say, Clay, I'm not going to get a ticket unless you give me more. Okay, fine. We're going to serve you the same meal both days. True story. We cater in the food, and because I keep it simple, I literally bring in the same food both days for lunch.
Who's with me? Let's go! Come on!
It's an incredible Mexican restaurant. That's going to happen. Someone says, I want more. This is not enough.
Give me more.
Okay, I'm not going to mention their names right now because I'm working on it behind the scenes here. But we just continue to add more and more success stories. So if you're out there today and you want to change your life, you want to give yourself an incredible gift, you want a life-changing experience, you want to learn how to start and grow a company, go to thrivetimeshow.com. Go there right now, thrivetimeshow.com. Request a ticket for the 2-day interactive event. Again, the event's going to be on December 4th and 5th in sunny Anaheim, California. Great weather. Make this a December to remember. Eric Trump, the man who leads the Trump organization. It's going to be a blasty blast. There's no upsells. Aaron, I could not be more excited about this event.
I think it is incredible. And there's somebody out there right now, you're watching and you're like, but I already signed up for this incredible other program called Smoke Your Way to Thin. I think that's going to change your life. I promise you, this will be 10 times better than that.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
Now, don't do the Smoke Your Way to Thin conference. I've tried it. Don't do it.
Yeah, chain smoking is not a viable. I mean, it is life-changing. It is life-changing. If you become a chain smoker, it is life-changing.
Not the best weight loss program, though.
Right. Really. So if you're looking to have life-changing results in a way that won't cause you to have a stoma, get your tickets at thrivetimeshow.com. Again, that's Aaron Antis. I'm Clay Clark, and reminding you and inviting you to come out to the 2-day interactive Thrive Time Show workshop in beautiful Anaheim, California.
I'm Kay Dixon. I'm from Sarasota, Florida.
I'm Vince Suzuki, also from Sarasota, Florida.
He dragged me here.
Yep, was here in 2018, and it changed my business, and I built another business, and now I'm here to do it again with this business. So.
Yeah, I'm a brand strategist, and it's been really easy to go to a lot of events like this and just leave really in your head like what to do next. And already there's the strategic, step-by-step, real-life implementation that we can do to our business, and I'm so grateful to be here and very excited that Eric Trump is here, and that is going to be epic.
Hi, my name is Erica, and it has been amazing being here. The conference, I'm learning so much. Everything is perfect for me.
But that Clay Clark, man, he is one character.
It's a good word for him. Character. Yeah, that is it.
Good, driven, smart, and I've never met a guy who was so hyper all the time. He's doing so much good, and then I met his mother, and she just says, she just lets him be Clay Clark. I mean, so he's endorsed by his mother, and he's doing magnificent work. So it was great meeting you out there and all the people that he surrounds himself with. Clay Clark starts his days at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah, he's a machine. He's a machine.
Yeah. But I have problems with my company starting at 9 o'clock. Yes, hundreds of people showing up at 5 a.m. in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Man, he's a leader of a leader. He's a fantastic young man.
No, he is. He is. And it's so it's for the folks that aren't familiar with you and probably few and far between, I first came across you, gosh, probably 15 years ago or maybe even